Hey guys, welcome back to Travel Phenom. Today we'll have a closer look at the best tourist spots in Japan. Don't forget to subscribe, but let's head into it. Number 10. Sapporo, Hokkaido. Located on Japan's northernmost island, Hokkaido, the city of Sapporo offers many things to do for tourists. As the island's largest city, it is a hub of cultural activity, hosting many excellent events and festivals. It also has distinctive culinary style, a rich theatrical history, and plenty of museums, galleries, and parks. Number 9. The ATSUTA Shrine, Nagoya. The ATSUTA Shrine, in the heart of the city of Nagoya, is the most important Shinto shrine in Japan and attracts more than 5 million visitors each year. Established in the 1st century, this religious site is famous for its preserved imperial insignia, the grass-mowing sword, one of only 3 in the country. Number 8. CHÖBU-SANGAKU National Park and the Japanese Alps. Japan boasts a number of outstanding areas of natural beauty, many of them designated as national parks or, in some cases, UNESCO World Heritage Sites. One of the country's most spectacular of these is CHÖBU-SANGAKU National Park in the center of Honshu. Located in the park's northern and central regions is the group of mountains collectively referred to as the Hida Mountains or the Japanese Alps. Number 7. Osaka Castle. Built in 1586 by famous Japanese warrior and politician Toyotomi Hideyoshi, Osaka Castle was at the time the largest and most important fortress in the country. Although destroyed and rebuilt a number of times since, the present structure, built in 1931, remains true to the original. Highlights of a visit include the huge 5-story, 42-meter-tall main tower. Built on an imposing 14-meter-tall stone base, the tower is home to a number of displays detailing the history of the castle and the city. Be sure to visit the top floor for its superb views over Osaka, an especially attractive sight as the sun sets. Number 6. Temple City, historic Nara. For centuries the hub of Japanese culture, the lovely unspoiled city of Nara is home to a large number of historic buildings along with important national treasures and works of art. In addition to its many historic streets, the city boasts numerous important old temples. These include the magnificent 7th century Kofukuji Temple, perhaps the best known of the 7 great temples of Nara, and the splendid 8th century Todaiji, famous for its huge bronze statue of the Great Buddha, cast here in AD 749. Number 5. The island shrine of ITSUKUSHIMA. Just a short ferry ride from mainland Hiroshima is the island of Miyajima, famous the world over as Japan's Shrine Island. Covering an area of 30 square kilometers in Hiroshima Bay, Miyajima is best known as the home of the ITSUKUSHIMA Shrine, a Shinto temple dedicated to the princess daughters of the godwin Susanoo. Dating from the 8th century, the majority of the shrine's buildings rise out of the waters of a small bay supported only by piles. The effect at high tide is simply stunning, making these structures, including the famous Great Floating Gate, appear as if they're floating on water. Linked together by walkways and bridges, it is a fascinating place to explore, in particular its larger halls. Number 4. Historic Kyoto. One of Japan's most visited cities, lovely Kyoto, one of the few cities in the country to be spared from the devastation of World War II, attracts more than 10 million visitors annually. Most of them are here to explore Kyoto's fine old streets and architecture, much of it unchanged since the imperial family took up residence here more than 1,000 years ago. Number 3. Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park. While little needs to be said here of the horrors of the atomic bombing of Hiroshima in August 1945, much can be said of the incredible efforts this vibrant city has made to commemorate the many victims of the world's first nuclear attack. Perhaps even more importantly, Hiroshima has become a symbol of lasting peace. Visited by more than 1 million people each year, many from overseas, Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park lies at the epicenter of the atomic blast, in what was once a bustling part of the city. Here you'll find a number of important monuments, memorials and museums relating to the events of that fateful day. Number 2. Imperial Tokyo. Tokyo's most famous landmark, the Imperial Palace, with its beautiful 17th century parks surrounded by walls and moats, is a must-see when visiting the nation's capital. Don't be put off by the fact that the majority of the palace is closed to the public, as there is still enough to see simply by strolling the grounds. In addition to many of the fine views of the palace from numerous points in the surrounding parkland, visitors are permitted into the East Higashi Goyen Garden and other areas that are open to the public as part of an organized tour. One of the most romantic views is of the famous Nijubashi Bridge, or Double Bridge, so named for its watery reflection. Number 1. Mount Fuji. Without a doubt, Japan's most recognizable landmark, majestic Mount Fuji is also the country's highest mountain peak, towering 3,776 meters over an otherwise largely flat landscape to the south and east. This majestic and fabled mountain is tall enough to be seen from Tokyo, more than 100 kilometers away. Mount Fuji has for centuries been celebrated in art and literature, and is now considered so important an icon that UNESCO recognized its world cultural significance in 2013. Part of the Fuji Hakone-Itsu National Park, Mount Fuji is climbed by more than 1 million people each summer as an act of pilgrimage, which culminates in watching the sunrise from its summit. If you enjoyed getting to know the beautiful places of Japan, share this video with your friends and hit the like and subscribe buttons. Stay tuned to learn more about the fascinating places you can visit around the world, and I'll see you in the next video.